Hey there, Nettie here. Welcome on back to Transcending Love. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, if you're new here, my name is Nettie, and I am coaching us through this life in love and in light, transitioning and transforming into the highest version of ourselves and transcending in love. That's what we do over here. We love a lot. We share light and all the beautifulness. And if you're looking for darkness, you're going to have to go someplace else. We only dealing in light. So, that said, I share channeled messages that I receive from Spirit. I am highly intuitive, and I receive messages in a number of ways, many of which you can experience throughout the videos as time goes, and about a variety of topics, but all centering in on self love. Self love. So today we're not gonna do nothing no different. Hopefully y'all doing great. I'm doing magnificent. And now I gotta start making sure that I'm telling everybody who I am. Um and some of what we do over here, we hear from spirit and we cuss and all of that. So if that's not your cup of tea, you probably wanna that's gonna go somewhere else with that, but still only from light and from love. Anyway, yeah. So today Spirit wants to talk a little bit about I say a little bit, I don't really know how much Spirit gonna talk about this topic. But there have been a number of messages coming through per use, and one of them is about truth, your truth, and how you live in your truth. There will be truths that you share with people, right? But there will also be truths that are very popular that are not your truth, and that is okay. Not everything will resonate with you, and that is okay. All of the truths that we share here, they may not resonate with you. They may not be your truth. It may be the truth that somebody else resonates with in any given video, and that's okay. I always want to encourage you all to only take what resonates and what sits well in your spirit for yourself. Don't try to force nothing to fit. If it is not a word that is for you, then it's not a word that's for you, and that is okay. Not all of them will be. They are timeless messages, and so all of the messages will find whoever they are for when it is time for them to meet with this message. When they draw this message in, or whatever message they draw in, they'll meet with it, whether it be from me or from somebody else. But trust and know that Spirit has your number, has your card, knows exactly where you are, knows exactly where to find you at, and how to find you, and how to get you the thing that is necessary to be heard by you. Don't you fret. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it, because Spirit gonna get you the word regardless. And that's important. At this point, I'm gonna just have to get a whole bunch of stuff that says and that's important, because I know I say that a lot. There are a lot of important things in life surrounding and regarding you. But yeah, Spirit was talking last night even about, because I was asking about truth and like in reference to a number of different situations. And I find myself also, I didn't say this at the start, but I also want to tell y'all that I am not a religious person. Sometimes scripture does come up because I used to be a religious person, except that my understanding of them in the light that Spirit shines on them for me at this stage in life is 100% different than anything that I've ever been taught um, in any religious setting about these particular scriptures that come up. So there's that as well. I just want y'all to know that I don't I don't limit myself in what I can do in this life, and y'all shouldn't either. Y'all shouldn't allow any limitations to be put on you, right? Spirit is unlimited, infinite wisdom, God, source, universe, all the things. And that being the case, why would you live your life limited when you don't have to? So, with that said, that's why truth meets you in a number of different ways. That is why you are well able to coexist in spaces with other people who do not believe exactly the same way as you. You should be able to. That should be something that you are capable of doing. Assuming it doesn't get into disrespect for you as a being, then you should be well able and well equipped to navigate spaces with people that don't have the same belief system as you. You should. It's just life. There are things that you take on, that we all take on from our environment, and our truth is shaped very much by our upbringing until we get to the point of consciousness or awakening to where we can take on and challenge our belief systems that we were taught to take on new ones that are actually derivatives of the life that we currently have. And that's not saying that you give up everything, because some of it will remain. You'll find that you actually have resonance with some of those things. And it's not just that you believe it because somebody else taught it to you, it's not truth just because somebody else taught it to you, but it resonates within your spirit and in your heart. So you keep it. And I would say it's not worth keeping if you don't try the spirit by the spirit. You have the spirit of God that lives in you, and it judges and measures all things. It's not in the judgment that we would most often consider, but it is your measuring stick. And you have all the answers because you are God. Because you are God, you have all the answers. And I want you to know that it's important for you to know that and realize and understand for yourself that as a fact, as a truth, so that you can begin to trust yourself. So, this spirit talked first about, or wanted to talk first about truth, so that you know that all truth lives within you and you have resonance with that truth. That is what resonance is. When you see someone and you talk to someone, not necessarily see someone, but you talk to someone and you hear what they talk about, you see the kind of things that they display in their actions, and it hits you and it just sits within you as something that you enjoy, or something you can believe in, something you can get on board with. That is your resonance. That is your spirit taking resonance with whatever is going on in the atmosphere, whatever it is. And sometimes that happens even with just uh, without anybody saying anything. That is how you meet someone. They never say anything, and you're like, no, that ain't the one. We're not going. We're not going to sync up. We don't align. That's what that is. A lot of people call it intuition, or just a number of different things. No matter what you call it, long as you call on it. Okay? Call it what you like. Just call it for assistance through this life. And it's not that you always even have to call it, it's just always there. But it's important for you to recognize that it's there so that you can use it. It is your navigation system through this life. So, all that said, be okay with your truth not being somebody else's truth. Be okay with that. That is perfectly fine. Your facts are not everyone else's facts. That's okay. You don't have to believe they facts either. If it don't resonate, if it don't sit well in your spirit, and to be, oh, thank you, spirit, to be more precise, this is, it's not that you don't have it before, but this is better done on the side of consciousness because you have a better, more accurate resonance on the side of consciousness. Which sounds kind of funny, I know, but just consider that when you're operating strictly from this human part of you or this flesh part of you, you're not seeing things as they really and truly are. It takes all of this spiritual component. What was I about to say right there? Spirit. I think I was just combining spiritual and component. It takes the whole spiritual side of you, which is the largest part of you, to actually be able to make an appropriate and meaningful assessment about a thing. This flesh side is antics, shenanigans, and trickery because it's conditioned to be about antics, foolishness, trickery, and shenanigans. And we have allowed it to shenan a lot. And the more we allow it to shenan, it will shenan again. It's no, but for real. It's silliness, but it's a message in there. It's messages in the silliness. Um, but we can't allow it to perpetually shenan, okay? Sometimes. Um, yeah. But that is what spirit is wanting you to know. And to say be okay. Be all right. Mm, I'm feeling, so I'm picking up this, it's a lack of clarity is what it feels. And it, yeah, it feels like a lack of clarity. It feels like confusion even. And really it has, spirit is pointing me to the last video posted concerning like parasitic energy and consumption. Our minds are shaped by much of what we see. So you have to be careful what you're consuming. And it's not that you have to be focused on a thing for that thing to take root in you. So know that entertaining a whole bunch of foolishness gets inside of you, and before long, you thinking like that. If you watching videos where people are always fighting, and you wonder why you always upset, angry, and ready to fight, I mean, come on. If you always watching videos and podcasts and shows of people where there's always division between men and women, and you wonder why you can't stand men or you can't stand women, and it just is piled on top of some already crazy beliefs that you probably had from, or and I don't want to say crazy beliefs, but belief systems that you had in place from childhood that maybe wasn't all the way together either, from what you saw and witnessed at home and whatever the things are. But when you add more stuff to that, and it's just drama filled stuff, but you want to get away from that, or you say you want to get away from that, but you keep filling yourself with that, you have to know that that is what's going to be living there. And you can't be surprised when you are unable to focus. Yeah, spirit is just keeps saying a lack of clarity in thought. And the remedy for that is resting, like just being still, cultivating this alone time, this silent time where you're not on the internet, where you're not entertaining a bunch of stuff, where you're not listening to music, where you're not listening to a podcast, just you and spirit. Cultivating this relationship with yourself, because spirit is the highest part of you, the largest part of you. Cultivating this relationship, spending time getting answers to all your questions. Your mind is full. Your mind is full of problems that seem to have no solutions. There are solutions, but sometimes you got to be still and be quiet. Allow it to be quiet outside of you so that you can get some quiet inside of you, so that you can settle down your spirit and it can speak to you. You have within you every answer that you could possibly require. Even if it's not a direct answer to your problem, spirit will tell you where to go, who to see, to get the answer. But you have the answer inside of you. But you have to just cut all that stuff off. Be quiet, sit still somewhere, and don't always be having to do something. Don't always be having to do something. It's not going to be beneficial to you, because little things keep you away and separated from this internal voice, this guidance system that is yours to navigate you through this life. There is no reason for you to be up at night thinking when you're supposed to be sleeping, supposed to be getting some rest. There is a way for you to take control of your mind. Your mind do not have to run off with you. Don't allow it to. You have full control over all your faculties. You have to know that. And you have to lean into that and actually take the control. Don't let your mind run off with you. It's not necessary. You don't have to live like that. Take the necessary steps to get control over your mind and over your emotions so that you can get some peace. And you'll have all the answers to all the questions that you have. It's a beautiful thing. I ain't gonna steer you wrong, I promise you. What does your day look like? For this person, whoever I'm talking to, or these people, what does your day look like? What do you do toward meaningful time to cultivate this relationship? Do you set aside this time in the morning or in the evening or in the morning and in the evening? If not, carve out some time. I know people's schedules be all over, but carve out some time. It shouldn't be hard. It can take the place of some of that social media time. Yeah, carve out some time. And be careful, be mindful with yourself of what you consume. Value yourself in your mind, because half of what you're thinking about and worrying about, them ain't your worries. Like you pick that up from scrolling through TikTok and people having all these concerns about the government and how we gonna make it and what we gonna do and where we gonna go, and I need a bunker, I need some rice, I need some corn, I need some, like all of that anxious energy and stuff. It may not present in you the exact same way, but people's anxiety will get in you and on you, and it'll manifest in your life as confusion and disarray, disorganization, all out of sorts and confusion, worry about things that have not even gotten close to you. There is no need to worry in advance. You worrying ahead of something that probably won't even happen. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. That ain't no way. That's not life. That's not living. That will cause you to be sick in your body and in your mind. The body follows the mind. You got to get control of that thing. But you can. You got it. That's the good news. That's the great news. You got it. All your celebrations, all your balance, all your harmony is on the other side. Anyway, um, I didn't know I was about to get on here and have a whole intimate moment with y'all. But I trust that Spirit spoke to whoever needed to be spoken to in this message. And I'm going to leave it right there, in love and in light only and always. Go on, be great now. Go on and be great. And until next time, I'll be forgetting to say like, share, and subscribe, but do that too. Till next time.